Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel, and it's with a super heavy heart that I'm making this video. I absolutely hate it, but you know what, things happen. So I'm sure you guys saw from the title and the thumbnail, somebody crashed into our car this morning, a little bit of a fender bender. So what was happening is I was leaving my apartment, and for those of you guys who are familiar with, like, you know, apartment parking garages, they can get really tight in some of the turns as you're going down, because it's like one of those, like, you know, covered multi-level parking garages. So I was coming down, he was going up, I was taking a left turn, he was going right, and it's anytime you like kind of meet at a corner in a parking garage, you just slow down, you know, just be careful. So I was in my lane, slowed down, and I realized like he was coming in pretty fast, so I just stopped. So I figured, like, it's a parking garage, he's gonna see me, so I just completely stopped, gave him all the room in the world so he could make his turn to go around me and just pass me. And he definitely wasn't paying attention, maybe he was on his phone, whatever, and I seemed like getting closer and speeding up. So I'm stopped, and I'm like, I start laying at my horn. So my horn is just screaming probably for like 5 seconds. He doesn't see me, and then he hits my front left, you know, driver's side front of the car, and did a little bit of damage there. So I'm not gonna make you guys wait for the damage, so let me show you guys that right now. All right guys, here is the damage. As you can see, the headlight is very much pushed in. There's a little bit of scuffing. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that all that well, but there's definitely a little bit of scuffing on the front bumper. So really essentially what they'll just have to do is, you know, take the bumper off, strip it, repaint it. I'm sure the bumper can be saved. I don't think they'll actually have to replace it. But there's I'm not going to show you guys because you have to be underneath the car pretty much, but there's a kind of a clipped arm that holds this in, and this now has a little bit of sag to it. So we're definitely gonna have to get a new MP Concepts front splitter. That's obviously going to be not at the cost of me, but that'll have to be replaced. And then I was digging into the headlight, and part of the bracket actually broke or something. I'm not quite sure, but I'm guessing the headlight will probably have to be replaced, as well as some bracketry in there. Maybe that's a word, I don't know. But yeah guys, that's the damage. It sucks, but you know what, we'll get it fixed. Take it day by day. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's the damage right there. It's not, you know, it's not the absolute end of the world. Things happen, and I get that. So I'm making this video right off rip after this happened. It just kind of sucked because I was having, like, you know, I woke up, it's Sunday, feeling good, like gonna make a couple videos for you guys. That's what I was gonna go do. I was gonna make a driving video, and then I think just another, like, you know, talking video, and maybe even like a shift talk video. Just, you know, spend my Sunday doing everything YouTube. And then, you know, of course, just kind of how life works sometimes is you definitely get a stop to your daily plans. So he admitted fault, so I super appreciate him for doing that. Again, if it's in a parking garage, you know, it kind of comes down to who drove the car into who. So I saw him coming around, I stopped my car, realized he was coming in really fast. So you know, like I said, laid on my horn, and then he drove his car into mine while mine was stationary. So, you know, it definitely was his fault type of accident. It also just kind of sucks too. This is kind of, you know, this is what I really want to do, is make videos. And that's kind of what I do through my week. You know, I work my typical 9-to-5 job, and then just do everything YouTube. So, you know, it's kind of unfortunate in that aspect, but let's see how this goes. Like I said, it just sucks so much. I know it's going to jack up my anxiety, but just trying to tell myself, like, things happen. Like, things just happen in life. It's not the end of the world. There's definitely way worse. And, you know, I guess maybe a little bit hyper positive of me, but hey, I mean, this is some content I can film for you guys. You know, I've been kind of taking you guys for the ride with everything about this car and my ownership of it. So, you know, sometimes it gets real. So I'll give you guys updates along the way. So hopefully he is, you know, super, I guess, compliant would be the word, and just kind of works with me and doesn't make me wait. So I'm really hoping that's kind of the case, because I told myself, is if I can get the car into a shop this week and the repairs process starts, like, I'm gonna be happy. Like, that'd be a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. So hopefully we can do that. But I don't know, it's just one of those things, like, I don't know, it's just like one of those things, like it really sucks, but again, at the end of the day, there are things that are a lot worse. It's not like catastrophic damage by any means. You know, my biggest kind of concern about it, well, there's like, I have like 47 things my anxiety is like screaming at me that I should be concerned about, but I'm trying to chill that out a little bit. My biggest concern is like paint matching. I've always had like black cars, and paint matching black cars is super easy. I think with the Vapor Blue, it's going to be on the more difficult side. I don't think it'll be quite as difficult as like paint matching like, you know, a white or a light silver or like a light beige or like cream car in terms of color. So hopefully, you know, that Vapor Metallic Blue isn't too bad of a paint match. I have a few shops I've gone with, and they've done incredible work for me in the past. I've never had issues with them, and they're kind of like mainstream shops too, so I'm definitely gonna just stick with them and have them, you know, do the repairs. They're definitely gonna have to replace the headlight for sure, so that's gonna be an expense. Yeah, this kind of sucks, guys. I hate making this video for you, but I'll keep you guys along for the ride. I'll give you guys updates and how everything goes. I'll probably even like make a video tomorrow, and you know, after I get all the quotes and kind of talk to them, and you know, kind of go from there and see what we do at that point. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty sad right now. Not gonna lie, I am pretty sad. But things happen. We'll get it fixed, and we'll be back on the road. Also, too, I for those of you guys who have had to, you know, drive a damaged car for a little bit, this sucks. It's my new 2025 Mustang, and like when you look at it, you just see the front's jacked up now. The headlights pushed in, the fenders, or I guess the bumper's all scraped up. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I probably rambled for you guys long enough in this video, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will absolutely keep you guys updated with this whole process, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's just life. Things happen. Not everything's always going to go your way, so I'll keep you guys updated, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Catch you in the next one.